Hi, everyone, and welcome to Leading Teams Well. I'm Paul Bro, and today I'm sharing 5 less traveled steps, yet really incredible steps to help you develop a healthy and a productive team. The subtitle is inspired by Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. You've probably heard of that. These steps are less traveled steps in the arena of team leadership, and choosing them, yes, can make all the difference. If you haven't subscribed yet and you find this helpful, go ahead and hit the subscription button and bell. That way, you get practical insights each time I share a new video on building the kind of team that gets you the results you truly want. This is the singular focus of this channel. That's it. For more than 2 decades, I've helped over 100 leaders, corporate CEOs, VPs, directors, managers, church leaders build healthy and productive teams. And I'd be honored to support you on that same journey. So let's start here. When most leaders take responsibility for a team, they and their teams are typically really jazzed, motivated, even hopeful about the results they need to achieve for themselves and their organizations. But they end up doing something very familiar that constrains the results they're trying to achieve. Something I call the eclectic approach. Sounds like this. Let me pull from whatever worked on teams I've been on, maybe led in the past, and I'll kind of mix things together and kind of hope things go well. Perhaps I'm clear on the deliverables. I know the tangible stuff I need to deliver. Maybe I've learned some lessons from the past successes and failures. Perhaps I know a little bit about team dynamics. Maybe I use a personality preference instrument, Myers Briggs, DISC, Caliber. I've used all three and many, many more. But here is the problem: an eclectic approach leads to, well, eclectic results. Some wins, some losses, some in between, but rarely high performance over time. In fact, and this is a big number, so get it, 60% of teams underperform. Why? Let's go ahead and look beneath the surface. There are 3 root causes of underperforming teams. So, root cause one: leaders don't recognize they're often called, I use that word intentionally, to do something significant. And what is required is way beyond their current capabilities, way beyond it. Root cause two: leaders don't have an end to end team development approach that shows them how to set up their team for success with clear vision, kick off their team well, and ramp up their team over time into high performance. And root cause three: leaders don't do the inner work to grow and adapt. The inner work is very real and it matters a lot. Why do I care? Because I'm enjoying my work more than any time in my life right now for a bunch of reasons. But the number one reason is I do 95% of my work with teams because I love teams and working with dysfunctional teams. Oh, it sounds problematic, but hey, I like it. It's one of my gifts. It's my strength. It's what I'm called to do. Senior leadership teams, HR teams, engineering teams, you get the picture. Teams inside deep dive leadership programs, including the one I've served on for more than 10 years, which is an absolute blast, inside a Fortune 50 healthcare company. My role is pretty much the same: helping leaders develop the mindset, approach, and skill set to grow a great team. So imagine this, if you can: a team that shares your burden, you're not carrying it alone, that's as committed as you are, maybe more that happens. A team that brings gifts and strengths that you don't have and ultimately helps you create real, lasting change. That's what I'm aiming for. So let's walk through these 5 less traveled steps briefly. Step one: understand the challenge. I was once asked to help an HR team at a manufacturing plant in Utah. We ran a full team assessment. The results were low across the board: trust, accountability, commitment, all struggling. And we had interviews and focus groups. He wanted to go a little deeper, and the picture got even worse. The plant had lost confidence in the HR team completely, but they finally understood the challenge. It was painful, but it was honest and absolutely necessary. I've had to learn not to minimize problems, starting with my own story for another day, but that gave us clarity and a great place to start. That's step one. Step two, align with your call. Your work is more than a job, more than a career. It might be a calling. Here's kind of what we believe: everyone has a calling, and great leaders recognize and accept their own. This is the step most leaders skip. So please don't skip it. Tune in, listen. Your inner GPS really is guiding you. If you slow down long enough to hear it. Step three, recognize the change is beyond you. A few years ago, I was called to bring my leadership work online. And I tried to do it mostly alone, little help here and there, and I failed twice. Eventually, I got quiet. I listened, and that small, quiet voice whispered, "You can't do this alone, Paul." Then Alex showed up, and Heidi showed up, and together, we created Build Your Dream Team. If your work feels too big for you to carry alone, that usually means it's very real. Step four, develop a healthy and a productive team. And notice, we're only now getting to team development, not trial and error, not the eclectic approach, but something more intentional. Our framework focuses on 5 team development practices, and I suggest you do the same. One, vision. Where are you going? You got to know where you're going. Two, relationship. How well do we trust and relate? Three, facilitation. How effectively do we meet, collaborate, and think things through together? The last one is gigantic. Four, are we adapting, leveraging strengths, and having critical conversations when we need to, and having them effectively, I might add? Five, change. Can we gain acceptance for the solutions we create? This is the work that builds both health and productivity of your team. Step five, develop yourself. Let me introduce you to Anna, a bright, capable leader in a Fortune 50 healthcare company. Exceedingly talented, off the charts talented, but disconnected from herself and her team. Through coaching and a lot of work by her, she learned new ways of being, relating, and ultimately leading. And she grew into the leader her team and organization truly needed. That is step five. Develop yourself, because leadership isn't just about what you do, it's about who you are becoming. Now that you know the 5 less traveled steps, here are 3 ways you can keep growing. One, want personal support? Book a call with me below. Two, want to go deeper? Explore our online course. The link's also below. Three, want to start now? Download the free team development starter kit, and you know where that is, below. So thank you for watching, and never forget, you are meant to do extraordinary things as a leader, and you are worthy of an extraordinary team by your side. So until next time, lead